So I think for me, let's say coming from Israel and experiencing the crazy and the violent and sometimes inexplicable things around me, I don't really think that I can write stories that will capture the spirit and will make everybody understand what it means to be in the Middle East right now. But what I can try and do is find a perspective that actually people don't know. You know, people who see Israel through CNN, through news channel, that they won't even have an idea of such a segue to that word. And I can say that, for example, I once read a very beautiful story about written by an Afghan writer, and it's a story about people that their job in Afghanistan when there is war is to get bodies of people who were killed by the enemy and return them to the family. So they get paid for that, this kind of thing. And when I read a story like that it was a story about the horror of Afghanistan and the war in Afghanistan, but it was a super specific thought from a perspective that made this kind of big idea suddenly very concrete. So for example, in the Gaza war, I wrote a story about a couple that they have neighbors that always fight and curse each other, and what they like to do is to smoke pot, those people, and they sit under their balcony and listen to them fight, you know. And the story is how this habit changes when the war starts, because suddenly they always fight listening to television, but suddenly in television they keep talking about people who die, and she and her boyfriend, they always think it's fun to listen to them, but her boyfriend went to reserve duty and suffers from a post-trauma, so he really is not into it. So the idea is that you take those kind of mundane incidents and you try to show how in a crazy reality those mundane incidents change, and by that kind of reflect on the big reality.